The Philippines and China have differing approaches to the problem in the West Philippine Sea. The Philippines has been batting for a zone of peace, freedom, friendship, and cooperation. The zone is a framework that will define the disputed areas and will establish a joint cooperation area for exploration projects of all claimant countries. The framework was backed by Vietnam in late 2011, but China rejected it. China, meanwhile, has been pushing for the historical 9-line claim and has been rejecting calls of the Philippines to bring the territorial disputes, particularly on Scarborough Shoal, to the International Tribunal on the Law of the Sea, or ITLOS. But curiously, on a separate territorial dispute over the Senkaku or Diaoyu Islands, China has challenged Japan to bring the matter to the International Tribunal. China consistently maintains its claim on Scarborough Shoal has historical basis, citing that in 1279, Chinese astronomer Guo Shuojing went to the shoal to do astronomical surveys. However, in 1734, a map drawn by a Spanish explorer claimed the shoal for Spain through a map entitled Carta Hydrográfica de las Islas Filipinas. The Philippines is currently pursuing legal, diplomatic, and political tracks to solve the territorial issue. However, aside bucking the legal track, China has also rejected multilateral talks, insisting on their 9-line claim. The Chinese has also taken offense on the Philippines' articulation of the problem in the international stage, which they say is just escalating the tension in the region. But the Department of Foreign Affairs has always maintained that the issue needs to be resolved in the eyes of the international community. Renowned economist and writer Martin Jacques says China's rise to power is unparalleled in modern history. With a population of 1.3 billion people that grows at about 10% a year, the Chinese are not only a military might to reckon with, but an economic titan as well. Jacques therefore emphasizes the importance of being on China's good side.
I'm arguing that the Philippines should give up its strength. I'm not arguing that. What I'm arguing is a way has to be found to deal with these questions, and a solution has to be which doesn't involve derailing the relationship or poisoning the relationship, seriously worsening the relationship with China.
In the 21st ASEAN Summit in Phnom Penh, Cambodian Prime Minister Hun Sen announced that all 10 members of the regional bloc have reached a consensus not to internationalize the issue of the West Philippine Sea. However, Foreign Affairs Secretary Albert Del Rosario says otherwise. He says there was no such consensus reached. He adds he has reiterated the Philippine position in a formal letter to Cambodia, which is the chair of this year's ASEAN Summit, and has furnished copies to all member states.
I think we've come to a point where we've agreed to disagree, and we'll see what areas of convergence there might be, which can be used as a takeoff point to trying to see if that situation can at least be. We'd like to develop a modus vivendi, and that's what we're working towards.
Del Rosario also defended President Aquino's rebuke about Cambodia, saying the Philippines has an inherent right to defend its sovereignty.